All right, troops. brand new intro just dropped. Hello. I'm tired today, but I wanted to get this video recorded. We're gonna do a jungle game from a set I didn't watch. It's gonna be Kyrmi's Lancelot versus the Bolts. This is game 2 of their set from Friday that just passed. Not to be confused with Friday that it is in 9 minutes for me. But yeah, I meant to record this earlier. I've been a busy boy this week, honestly. So just really haven't had time to do it. Hasn't leveled anything up to this point. It's interesting. I think it's just a discipline thing, right? You hold your point to make sure you could get your escape if you needed one. Kyrmi, I'm not sure. Did you take the 2 or the... I'm super interested to watch this because I don't know what pros are doing on Lancelot, to be honest. I've never watched a really good Lance player in the jungle, I feel like. Starts with a 2. And they're going to do the red to speed start. In my opinion, they're doing that because they just kind of get railed in the 2v2 if they decide to contest mid versus Merlin Pele. Not a great matchup there. In the 2v2, they lose push, they lose the fight. You know, it's just not ideal. And if you do... So to expand on that, if you do speed to red to mid, your backs are still up. So if you get out pushed, there's the danger that they can... you know, push you under tower or fight you or poke you out, and then their jungler can go take your backs. And there's not a whole lot of recourse you have there, which is why teams with weaker push tend to do this start. And oftentimes, like in this game, the other team will decide to do this start anyway, despite having the stronger 2v2. It must just be a preference of Lasper here. Maybe he wants to have the threat or the opportunity or the option to contest this this totem, which he chooses not to do. So yeah, I'm not really sure why Lasper did this start, to be honest. Maybe he prefers it, I'm not sure. Because I feel like if you do... you just get your backs on cooldown, right? And then you can get oracles maybe a wave earlier. I guess that's what it is. And then they can look to 2v2 around these mids. Not really sure, I haven't thought that much into it. Anyway, yeah, I'm getting awfully analytical early in this video. I already can't talk. Dash in by Kyrmi. Looks for the damage. They wanted to put some poke on to Van and Laspra. Guess they do have, yeah, when they engage like that, they've got a pretty strong fight, but now the blink's down. But they're gonna go for both sets of mids here. That's pretty cool. Will they get them? I like this play. An interesting one. Should dash out here. No bother. I think Kyrmi did manage to get those there. Have a quick look at the graphs. Maybe not. The team do seem to be a little bit ahead on XP, but maybe that's just they're not wave to wave somewhere. It's hard to look at the graphs this early in the game. Leveling order, by the way. Pointing to all 3. Well, I could have told you that from the fact he's on his horse, huh? But, you know. But yeah, I've been super busy this week so far. I've got a lot of stuff coming up, to be honest. To be honest with you. Busy with work, and then... got some personal stuff going on and just all sorts of stuff. My girlfriend's moving in with me next weekend. My dad's and my sister and my stepmom are through in Glasgow next weekend as well. So that'll be fun. What else have I got going on? There's something else. I don't know. Anyway. Yeah, this week last night was my friend's birthday, so I was out for a curry. Today I was in the office and I had a work cocktail thing, which was pretty good. I was feeling a little bit worse for wear. Didn't drink too much last night, but drank a fair amount. And then like, it always affects my quality of sleep, you know. But you don't fucking care about that. Anyway, Lancelot. Very, very strong in the jungle, I think. I feel like he's been slightly underpicked this phase so far, from what I've seen. Undervalued, perhaps. I don't know if he's, like, maybe I've just not been paying that much attention. He's been banned a lot, but I feel like, to me, he feels slightly undervalued. Certain players, like Layers, have made him look crazy, crazy good. I'm not sure if everybody can do that. And I'm not sure if he's still going to be, like, contested between jungle and solo. Kyrmi and Benny just zoning the wave a little bit, trying to deny any XP they can from Van. You've got to feel... it feels a little bit to me like Bolts are normally a regular season team, right? They normally do really well in the regular season and sort of fall off as the phase goes on, you know, and they've got to go play lands and stuff like that. They struggle. They normally come into regular season and are prepped and working hard and ready to go. So I don't know if that makes it extra concerning that they are, I think, they're bottom 2 right now. They feel like a bottom 2 team to me. I think they are better than the Scarabs. But, you know, I think the Scarabs are pretty... For me, they're pretty comfortably bottom right now. But Bolts are also pretty comfortably second bottom, you know. There's a bottom 2 and a top 6 situation again. Which feels like the way things have been going pretty consistently over the last couple of years. It has felt as if we've had like a bottom 2 and a top 6 for a while. But yeah, maybe that's just the way it naturally looks. It's it's not possible for every team to be competing, right? Anyway, Gamma really likes this, or he historically has really liked this Cabrakan pick. Ults in, the Atlas, Baskin rotates over. This is actually a good fight. Gamma surely gonna die? That's a big ult by Kyrmi. Van kills him, but I don't know how much follow they have. Oh, surely he's dead, yeah. Down he'll go. This is a good fight for the Bolts. I was ragging on them. I made them go sicko mode. 3-0 in that team fight. I'm also a big fan of Mulan, actually. I feel like she's an interesting one that you don't get to see that much of. I didn't mean to go to her there. I meant to go back to Kyrmi. He's chilling in base. I guess he must have his trans very soon. There it is. Picks up the trans. I'll have a look again at leveling order. Maxing the 1. That's what I like to do on Lance as well. I'm interested to see, like, where his points go after he gets to, like, you know, level 9 or whatever. Where he starts to go with his points. I think that'll be an interesting look. Does he put points in the 3 to get his shield up a little bit more? Does he put points in the 2 for the damage? Does he level the ult at all? Because it's just damage you get on it, right? I think you should probably be leveling the ult last. You get extra shield health on the 3, and extra, you know, much more reliable damage on the 2 for Lance. Always worth... I think this is something that, you, like, maybe you don't do so much as a lower level player. You just kind of auto level your ult whenever you can. Generally worth having a look and being like, do I want this? Do I want this leveled? I'm going to look like an idiot now when Kyrmi maxes his ult and gets like another 5-man ult and kills everybody with it because it's ranked up. But no, I don't think that's going to happen. Oh, horse on, horse off. I quite like... Oh, uses the horse 3. Not something you see too often. What was I going to say? There was something. There was something in my brain. It's gone. Lasper kills Aqua, little solo lane gank. Not too cringe. Lasper's running the early game as Pele. Does love a Pele game, as we all know. Probably the most... The jungler in the league you would associate most with Pele, at least I would. Very good at it. Is Kyrmi the jungler in the league you'd associate most with something? I associate him now with like Circuit quite a lot. But I don't know. There's people like Cuvo who have played it for years. But I would say right now, I quite like a little Kyrmi Circuit. In trouble again. Slowed out. There is... I didn't mention that there's a Neath, a Barracuda Neath in this game, by the way. It's playing it in the wrong role, but it's cool to see. The, you know, people respecting the Neath. Fast forward a little bit here. What level are we at now? We are at level 8. So, yeah, did put an extra point on the 2 here. So I imagine he's going to continue going 1 and 2 for the next few levels and maxing the 3 over the ult, but we shall see. Build-wise, trans into a mace. Same as his mid laner. On the other side, it is Laspra playing for the early game, playing for his spikes, going mace items. So, you know, mace items are just going to give you better early spikes than trans, but trans going to scale there. It's like the best 6-slot aim you can have on an assassin, probably. So yeah, a little bit of an early game focus out of the Pele. I guess hoping that, like... Oh, what? Cowl on Neath? Sorry, a little bit of distraction there. Surely you don't go Cowl. Why would you go Cowl? That can't be good. Nah, I'm not having that. I'm not having that. Cowl Neath, just go Bluestone. I'm always a hater of like these like hybrid Neath builds where you go kind of like trans, but you also go some attack speed and you're like, well, I'll get like a little executioner in there. I don't play her as an all attacker. She's not an all attacker. She doesn't win AA trades. You know, and she can auto cancel so nicely with her backflip in one. Like, I don't know. I'm a hater of a lot of Neath builds in ADC, and I think this is going to be one of them. We shall see. Not a hater of this Lance build, though. I'm sure it'll be solid. 2 levels down right now is Kyrmi. Bit of a slow game, huh? It's about 30 minutes long. You will see the length of the video will probably be about the same if I fast forward a bit of this. Scorp got invaded there. Has he placed any wards yet this game? I feel like I haven't seen him. Oh. Atlas ult. Uses the 3, gets Neath sniped. So Neath is here. That was from close by. Full rotation from the bolts over to Pyro to pick that one up. So they're trying to sort of accelerate this game. Looks like they're not happy to just wait around. The Valks are very happy to wait around. Not really doing anything. Maybe waiting on a mistake here. I don't know what happened in this game at all, by the way. I didn't see this, so it's interesting to do a demo review of a game where I don't know what's coming. So maybe I should try and amaze you with my powers of deduction. This Gold Fury poll is being looked at. I don't know if they're on it. No, they're not. They're grouping around it. I was thinking like this game will be pretty chill. The Valks will be chilling. They'll contest like a Gold Fury or something that the bolts have pulled. They'll maybe steal it. They'll definitely kill a few people, and then I think they'll take control of the game from there. Probably some nice Beanie Q dives. I don't know what the Neath's gonna do into a set dive, to be honest, other than die. But you know, I feel like it's very hard for both Merlin and Neath to deal with this set dive. But we shall see. Not a lot of peel out of Atlas Hades either, IMO. Atlas has got the pickup, but you gotta be like right on them. And if they beads that, what's he doing then? Not a whole lot. Dashing through you, I guess? We'll see. Going builds wise, we've got double Fizz Prot on the enemy support for Jake here. There's Fizz Prot on Baskin as well. Obviously they are against 4 physical plus a Kabrakin, so you can see why. A little bit of damage going to be coming out of Gamma. Maybe he can go flat pen item later on. We shall see. Normally, I prefer these 4 physical comps when you have... oh, bolts did do gold. So there goes my prediction for what's going to happen soon. So bolts are just stretching out a lead here. 3k, you know, it's not the end of the world. XP is probably not too bad at all. Kyrmi's actually catching up rather than falling further behind. He was a couple levels down earlier on. Probably 1.5 levels. We'll see when level 13 and level 12 get hit. I could check, I guess, how close he is. He's pretty close. Yeah, he probably has caught up a little bit. Just through, like, Kyrmi's farming while Lasper's grouping up around objectives, you know, making sure to get those. I heard a Neath snipe, I think. Did I? Yeah, I did. It was used. Not sure who it hit. Yeah, slow burn here. Just see some jungle pathing and stuff like that, if that's what you're interested in. People asked me to do a jungler demo. That's why I went for that. And I wanted to do this set, because I was interested in how the bolts ended up losing to the Valks, how the Valks got this dub. And, yeah, I didn't watch it, so figured it would be a good one to do a demo review on, even if it's not all that exciting. I hope you don't hate these, you know, less explosive games. I could also do... There's like a Dardes Kern I could do, maybe. Something like that. There were some other sets I could have a look at. But, yeah, it's already Thursday. Tomorrow's Friday. Everybody looking forward to the weekend. Yeah, SPL's back tomorrow evening, so we'll be back on the streaming grind. I'll be here all this weekend. I will be there for every set, as far as I'm aware. But then next weekend I'm going to be away Saturday, Sunday again. Bloody real life, huh? Gets in the way. Can we not cancel real life things until the smite's no longer on? Thanks. Milking. Gamma milks the enemy steeple. Runs out. It looks like there's going to be a big rotation over here. Kyrmi just covering the option there, making sure that if he gets dived, he's around there to help, but also making sure that if they just run through the jungle and straight line him, he's safe. That's why he kind of pathed that way. But they're gonna get the Steve Buscemi, the trebuchet. Well, let's check this out. What's the dive looking like? Oh, nurse skin. Nice backflip. Dead? No, he's fine. Okay. Back to Kyrmi. Back to Kyrmi cam. Back to your regularly scheduled Kyrmi cam. I just wanted to watch Neath backflip, really. You know how it is. I like that he uses the nurse skin as well. Oh, Aqua getting engaged on, gets Neath ulted and everything, but totally fine. Solier spikes Glad Shield. That is a tanky Mulan. Did have to use the beads, though. Save the ult. Pyromancer, another objective getting pulled. This time they won't commit. Maybe because they don't have Barra around, so they're not so confident in their objective damage. Their secure is not great either here for the bolts. Last couple objectives they've been throwing out the Atlas ult on it. I really played Atlas. I need to get on it. And I've only played, what's Budget Neath called? The new god? I can't remember her name. Anyway, I've only played her once. Saw Snoopy was playing her in the SCC. I think he won. Oh no, he won his game. He was playing game 2 up against... It was the Tanuki versus the other one. The one with like Dude Man Bro and Quig and stuff. And Ducky now. Yeah, it was that team versus Snoopy's team I was watching before I hopped on this demo. Snoopy was winning with the new Ishtar. With Ishtar. Sure you're all screaming it at me in the comments. I know. Thanks though. Valks do get Pyro. Jack is in trouble as well. Crab ulted in. Good Hades ult though. But here you go. Dive by Kyrmi. I wanted to look at his... Oh, he's dead. Good job looking at his levels there, Paul. That was a good dive. Ooh. Nice try on the ult by Wowie. Almost caught Van. But it ends up at a 2-for-1 plus the Pyro for the Valks. Not bad. Even if they did lose our main man Kyrmi, and now I need to fast forward for like 20 seconds so that we can watch him again and look at his level order. Surely he's going to respawn soon. Oh. He's still dead. The timer is a lie though. Yeah, 15 seconds. Wait, he's back up. Okay. I wanted to look at his leveling order. It's a bit of a buffet level. Okay, that's not what I expected at all. Points and everything. I really wouldn't bother leveling the ult. I don't see... Maybe I'm just a scared NPC beta soy boy. But I tend to be ulting on out of there as Lance. I feel like aggressive ults... Yeah, I don't know. Do a bit of damage, but mostly they're for like chase down, and either you've got the kill or you don't. I don't feel like making his ult do that much more damage is going to be all that valuable. But we'll see. Going for a Titan's Bane now, it looks like. Yeah, picks that up. Again, does have a sentry now. Are there any wards on the map I consider bad? Let's have a look around. I think this is a bad... it's not too bad. It covers Pyro a little bit. I don't really love the sentry for fire. I think when you're warding fire, you should ward in the middle, or you should use a couple sentries so that you can cover the... Oh, fight going on. Focus on the fight, Paul. Focusing. Oh, Kabrakin does hit the horrific. Oh, and Barracuda. I don't know if he had beads. No, he didn't. But if he had them, he probably shouldn't have used them. He was well and truly stuck with his shitty auto-attack Neath build. And he has died. A lot of shell on supports lately. On supports, on carries rather, lately. Double shell this time from Van and Barra. One, both upgrading their shells, but only one Phantom Shell. Phantom Shell is there for Van, which is an interesting one. And then you've got, is this, yeah, the cooldown reduction plus Belt of the Berserker for Jake. On the other side, no upgraded relics for Gamma. These are relics that you get away with not upgrading though. Blink and Horrific. Beads is the other support one you don't normally upgrade. But if you go something like Frenzy, Med, Shell, even Sprint. Sprint I feel like you can get away with a bit more. Bracer is the biggest one. As soon as you buy a Bracer, pretty much, you should be upgrading it to Bracer of Brilliance, I feel like. Well, if you get it at 12 anyway. Such a powerful item. It's interesting to see a Frenzy over a Bracer. I feel like we've pretty much seen Bracer completely outshine Frenzy as of late. Still checking the leveling. Has Max the 3 out now. It's so strange that he had like all 3 abilities at rank 3. Odd to me. Because I feel like the horse shield, so worthwhile. Look at that scaling. Max health shield 740. 740? Oh, fighting mid. Ooh. Nice engage from Baskin, but people will just walk away, and Gamma and Aqua are so tanky. But they're in no danger. Oh, that's a nice ult by Kyrmi, and look at the fat shield. Gets one. We'll get out. I don't know if he's... the 2 there was a bit questionable, but he lives. We'll take that. Gets his tap dancing shoes out. And gets on out of there. We'll play it. No fire pool without Laspra. It was Benny for Laspra in that fight. And then maxing the 2 over the ult now. He is, right? Is that right? Yeah. Is that right? I don't know how leveling works in Smite anymore. I'm getting old. I'm tired as well, okay? Been a long 2 days of drinking and work and other adult stuff like washing dishes, ordering things on Amazon. So convenient. I know they're evil, but it's so convenient. Anyway, the fuck am I talking about? Pyromancer pull. Another nice 3 there by Kyrmi. Look at that little camera flick with the 1. Baskin will kill Gamma. Wow, we got a decent ult, but nothing doing on that one. This is does feel like this should have been converted on by the by the bolts. Every time I look at something, I'm kind of surprised they lost. The early game was good for them. They kind of had a blip in the mid game, but now they're having good fights again. Oh no, is this it? Is this what they done wrong? Yeah, well, that doesn't work. Good try there. Was Neath ult used? It was. I don't know if he used it on Kyrmi because he's back to full shield. Look at the space he's creating. He's having a great time. And Beanie just diving in there. Yeah, no way of peeling this set off the back line. Laspra and Barra both fall down. Beanie gets Jake as well. I did say that the set would dive and do well, which is happening. Aqua also. Heroes X, by the way, back in the meta big time, I feel like. Really is a very, very strong item. Cool to see it back. I think it's an interesting one. Much more. I think it's more interesting than Bluestone Brooch, that's for sure. So I'm glad to see it over. Should we watch the Ven steal attempt? Oh, Ven! He deserved it. We should have given that to him. That was a I kind of want to replay that from Ven's point of view. Where is he? What number is he? He's number 3? No. Oh god. 3, 2? 2. Let's watch him. So no ward here. Bad by the Valks. Bad Valks. Real bad. They deserve to lose this. Oh man. So nearly got 2 with that as well. What proc to heal people? I guess it was there a Heroes X proc there or something that saved them? Man. By bad there, I mean the Valks had poor ward vision and they just didn't seem to consider the fact that the Merlin could be looking for a steal at all. They were like, maybe he's here, maybe he's not. Maybe they were talking about tanking it, maybe they were talking about whatever. But I think that was, yeah, they should have been a little bit more aware of the steal attempt maybe coming in. Guess we'll see Protector of the Jungle. What's Gamma doing? What the heck was... What was that? What was Gamma doing? What the dog doing? That was odd. Was that like a... Is that a thing? Was that like a visual bug? It was walrus ansing. Just checking I'm recording. After 24 minutes. Looks like I am. If you see this, then I was recording. We're all good. We'll fast forward through a bit. See what they do with this FG. 25 minutes in. A little drink of water for me. Is there anything interesting going on build-wise? I can't tell you enough how much I hate this Neath build. What's the point? If you want to build like this, just pick a fucking auto attack god, you know? Why are you picking Neath? What for? Why not just play like Shibalanke, you know? Oh, Kyrmi will ult out just barely. We'll see if we go. Well, you know what? We'll go watch the fight. Kyrmi's just driving on out of there. Looks like a good re-engage here by the bolts. They went on to Kyrmi. Kyrmi got low. Kyrmi will just about get on out. And Aqua's going to fall. Set round the back there. We'll steal a speed buff. So there goes your FG. They fucked the siege. The Neithel there at the start was interesting, but they just got on to Kyrmi, who really wasn't as tanky as they thought. And then once you're on the back foot, once you're running out, as the gods that the Valks have, you really hate to be on the back foot, as pretty much all of them. But particularly like Mulan, awful on the back foot. I think Set's really bad, and I think Kabrakan as well, really, really bad. So important for the Valks to, team comp-wise, to make sure they're the ones engaging. Even Lance, I think, struggles pretty... Like, what's your turn here? How are you ever turning anything? The only way you can turn is if you press 3 while on the horse. That's it. He won't do it this time. Presses 1 instead. I played a decent amount of Lance. I played him even on PTS before he was properly released. It's the first god I've done that with in a while. I think he's a really well-designed god. I think he feels nice to play. His kit flows pretty well. He has some cool, like, slightly different mechanics than other gods in Smite. Even if his 1 and his 2 are kind of like very Achilles-esque. Is I guess the complaint you could have maybe. But I think he's a fun release. I'm looking forward to Maui. I haven't actually seen patch notes yet, so I have no idea what he does. I think he has a hook. Maybe I'll check that out. I'll check that out tomorrow. Probably on stream. The Maui patch notes and everything that's in it. I've heard there's some interesting changes. Thor apparently got real overbuffed, it sounds like. I think whatever. There's a lull. There's a lull before this FG fight, I'm sure. But I think making his 2 proc items like Heartseeker and things like that is gonna make him a little bit problematic. We'll see. He's going to be slam jamming. He was already decent, I felt like. He was already playable. Maybe not in comp. Well, Askin played him in comp. Played him pretty well. Fight on the left-hand side. We'll ride along with Kyrmi fully this time as he looks for the flank. Who did they engage on? Wowie. And Wowie lived. And Barra will not live, despite the shell. Wowie still alive. It's actually going to be a 4-4-0. You know what? We'll watch that fight back from... top down, see what happened. Let's watch over here. So Baskin engages onto Gamma, and Wowie just helps. And I don't know. There's a Neithal attacking people. Yeah, I mean, it's fucking dog ass, man. It's not Neith's. ADC is Neith's worst role, number 1. Number 2, all attack Neith is Neith's worst build. You know, build her full tank or build her full power and pen. Don't build her with fucking Exy and Kins and Cowl. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? We can have a look at the player damage. Not bad numbers. Kyrmi 3rd bottom. That's my go. That's why we checked him out. He was very active in this game. So many things going on. What a barn burner. And that'll be it. They take home the 2-0. Hope the Valks boys were happy. You won, Valks. I hope the money makes you very happy. What a sad, sad life, Valks. If you don't know that reference, just search What a Sad, Sad Life, Jane on YouTube. You'll find it. It was a British show where you have to cook for other people who come to your house. Anyway, what the... Yeah, it really is too late. I really am too tired for this, huh? 30 minutes about on the dot. Video for you all. We'll have a quick check of the stats. The Pele had some early... It was 3-0-1 through like 4 or 5 minutes or something. But, not 4, probably a little bit longer than that. But fell off pretty hard. Didn't really get a lot of damage out there. And I mean, the Fizz prot stacking... for Jake and a little bit for Baskin didn't really seem to do a whole lot for them. They got kind of exploded anyway. So look at the player damage stats on this side. 15k for Beanie, 18.7k for Aqua. Did get outdamaged by Van and Baskin, but been something out there. You like to see that. 45k mitigated as well. Only 30k mitigated for Jake, despite all the physicals and all the fizz prots. But yeah. Yeah, that's it, I think. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'll see you this weekend for the SPL. Hope you're having a great week. Hope you have a great weekend ahead. Be kind to yourself. Love you. Bye.